There's something that your scale isn't telling you, and it's important. Consider this my pre-summer PSA to anybody out there who has had or currently has body image issues. And I'm going to get real and vulnerable in this video, so I hope you stick around to hear the whole message. Let me paint the picture. I'm 4'10". So I am far shorter than whatever average is these days. I'm pretty sure I stopped growing before I even got to high school. And while I like to think that I stopped growing early because I had already reached perfection, no offense to my tall friends, it's really just genetics, right? I come from a short family. I didn't really stand a chance. So I've struggled with my body image my whole life. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that the formulas that are used to calculate things are based on an average, the average height, the average weight of people. So that's how they determine what's considered healthy and normal. But I'm not average. So when I saw an advertisement coming across my feed for the Hume Body Pod, I was excited. The ad said that it sends like electrical signals up through your feet and it can determine your muscle mass, your fat percentage, your water, your bone density, all these kinds of things. It seemed like the perfect tool to finally tell me what I needed to know about my body. And it was not cheap. So I bought it and I got on it and I wanted to cry because it was worse than I ever expected. It said that my health score was 196, which was in like the red range, very low. It said my metabolic age was 50. And it said my body fat percentage was 43% or something like that. Now, just to give you a point of reference, this is the last time that I weighed in on the Human Body Pod in October 2025. This is what I looked like in October 2025. And yes, I used a Halloween picture because I love Halloween, as you'll probably find out. But let's just kind of look at these side by side for a minute. Does this picture tell the same story as this one? Not so much. So I started thinking to myself, what is going on here? I'm doing everything right. I'm weighing myself in the morning after I go to the bathroom without my clothes on, nothing on my feet to stand in the way of those electrical impulses. And yet it's still telling me this story that just doesn't feel right for my body. So here's what's really happening. This scale is based on averages. It's not designed for people with my type of body, my stature, my composition. I like to think of myself as like a short stack of Kodiak waffles, right? Strong but mighty, and a little on the little side. And the marketing doesn't tell you that. It doesn't tell you, hey, if you're considerably outside of the average one way or another, this is going to tell you a story that just isn't true. And yet, for my whole life, I've internalized all of these numbers, right? Your BMI, your this, your that. And I've felt that I am not where I should be in terms of my body because that's what it made me feel like. So let me show you this infographic, and this is where I'm getting real vulnerable with you people. So you can see here that I weigh 140 pounds. You can see also that for my height, it says I should be somewhere between 91 and 122 pounds. So I'm considered overweight, and if I have a really salty meal and maybe a pint of ice cream, I could even be bumped up into the like obese category, on a bad day. But I don't feel as heavy as what these numbers are telling me. And then I started to realize something. My body wasn't the problem. The tools and the formulas, those were the problem because they were never designed for someone like me, which got me thinking. I'd like to have a scale. I'm going to call it the cozy companion scale, one that knows a woman's body and understands the physiology and doesn't balloon your numbers because you're petite or because you don't fit whatever this average from 1998 is that all of these BMI numbers and whatever are based off of. It's something that tells you something true about yourself without hurting you. And I'd love to see that come into existence, hopefully sooner than later, because I don't know about you, but if I had a tool that gave me grace that said, "Hey, it looks like you're a little dehydrated. Try and get some extra water today," instead of saying, "You missed your water goal. You're a failure." And yes, that's exactly how my fitness watches make me feel. So, I'd like to see that happen. If you're somebody that can make it happen, shoot me a message, amy@becomingbutfunnier.com, and we'll start talking about it. So let me leave you with this. I know I have squishy bits. I'm not, totally svelte, Olympic athlete kind of body, but I'm also not what the scale was telling me. And you deserve tools. We all deserve tools that take all of these different things into consideration: your height, your physiology, your actual lived reality, not an outdated average. And until we have those tools, this is what I want you to take away. Please do not let a number dictate how you feel about yourself, because you are so much more than a number. We're all so much more than a number. And yet somehow that number is what sticks in our brains and is what we latch onto. And going into summer, nobody wants that. So, while I know that this might be more geared towards women, I think that it does apply to everybody. And I know that it's not just women that have body image issues. So, PSA for everybody: it's not about the number on the scale, it's about how you feel in your body. And let's find a way to get to that place where we're all able to accept ourselves and show ourselves grace, and we can do it together. So let me leave you with this before it starts heating up and all the barbecues are firing. Take care of yourselves. Be gentle with your body and don't let a number tell you who you are. Have a great summer, everybody.